Oh shit!
That time again?
It's Sunday. You know what that means?
Sunday.
It's the N.S.o.S podcast, episode 9. I fucking remembered this time.
Look at you go.
Yeah, no longer in a state of dementia, apparently.
Brain fog is what I think they call it.
Momentary lapse, asshole.
Oh no, I've never had that. That's never been a question. It's always been there.
So, we have shirts on the store now, as you can see. We have stickers and shit too.
Check the socials for links.
Yeah. So, everybody lost cell phone service this week.
Government.
Nah.
So everybody said it's the end of the world.
No. This is solar flares.
Oh no.
Like 3 pretty decent sized ones. Well, 2 kind of weak sauce X-class flares, like a 1.6 and a 1.9, I think. And then that was followed up by like Friday evening at like 5. It cracked a 6.3 off that like shut down the SDO and caused all of the outages.
The SDO.
The Solar Dynamics Observatory, it's a little satellite we got out there just like kind of hovering around the sun looking at it all the fucking time.
Built for that.
Yeah, because you know the Carrington event kind of spooked everybody when the fucking telegraphs were working when they weren't even fucking plugged in. Like, yeah, that this day and age, if that shit happened, there would be a whole lot of fires. And a whole lot of big fucking booms because every transformer on every pole would immediately explode because there would be so much current going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way they regulate.
Oh yeah, that's gonna fucking, it would fry the entire grid on whatever side of the earth was facing it when it went off, like almost immediately.
Cell phone, that's, you don't worry about your cell phone, you can worry about your house catching on, like, everything's going.
I mean, the only way you're going to stop it is if you build a gigantic Faraday cage around your house, and even that's maybe going to work. Maybe.
Possibility of it, maybe. But
I mean, depending on how strong it is, if it's bigger than the Carrington event, we don't know what the fuck would happen because we've never had something to, like, draw a direct comparison to.
even the comparison we have now to then.
I mean, that
Like
thing's
that.
so
Yeah,
much
now.
further ahead of the shit that has ever hit us, and we're coming into solar maximum this year. So that means, like, it's the most active time for the sun and, like, solar flares and shit.
So basically, be expecting to have your phone basically on airplane mode. Go ahead and download, learn to pirate some songs and shit.
I mean, oh, boo-hoo, everybody had to live without the fucking internet for, like, a couple hours.
I can live without the internet. I just can't listen. Like music is one of the things that I have to
Well, I mean,
have as a fallback.
we came from a generation that had to get CDs, my guy. You realize that, right? We used to have to go to a fucking physical store and pilfer through racks of bullshit to maybe find something that we wanted, and then we didn't even know if that sucked past the 2 songs that we had heard off of it.
Yeah.
Because there was no way to find out.
I'll send videos and
Like,
FYE for your entertainment.
If it wasn't on the fucking radio,
Oh man, now you know how many cassette tapes I had that I know the song I had to record.
oh yeah, taping over the little fucking spots on the top of the tape so you can actually record back over the tape. Yeah.
Hacking is not new.
Oh no. Oh no. We came from the generation where hacking like came from, for fuck's sakes. Like the phone freaker generation and shit. Like people that used to play dial tone sounds into a fucking telephone to get access to the switchboard and shit. And like, people are clever. Some of them. Vast majority are dumb as fuck. Which is sad. Because all the smart ones just don't procreate. It's fucking idiocracy. Legit, dude. That's why Mike Judge is a fucking prophet. Because he saw it coming. He saw the fact that all these conservative people that were kind of smart and kind of like tried to plan out their life and get details about shit before they just jumped into something, we're gonna get outbred by all the compulsive, dumb motherfuckers that just do ignorant shit all the time.
Oh yeah. I mean, we got Matt Groening? That he's
Dude from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
That's unexplainable how much weird bullshit that dude calls.
I don't believe in coincidence. I never have. I don't believe words. I don't believe behaviors. I mean, I believe patterns. And this dude is hitting
Words don't mean shit, it's actions.
actions don't even mean shit. Half the time it's patterns. You watch patterns instead of words or actions. I used to think I've had like my ex-fiance. Long story short, but
That's
I started looking at her patterns and was like,
that's not even a long story.
what's for me? That's still kind of fresh.
Wait, which one? Ha.
The reason I've been single for 2 years.
I see a pattern here
Voluntarily
too.
celibate. Is that a thing? Vol cells? I know N.S.o.S is. Is vol cell a thing? Or you just like, fuck,
I
fuck
see a
y'all.
pattern too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can track my mental illness by my dating history, or see where the spikes were.
I trace your mental illness back to one sole event, and that was watching you kill a bottle of cinnamon vodka in 2 drinks. It still makes me fucking nauseous.
I still don't drink cinnamon alcohol either, so that was the last time.
Speaking of drinks that you forever not touch anymore, you gotta try that fucking Maker's.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where it's at. It's probably in the kitchen. Hang on.
Yep. Make its mark.
So, got that.
Handed me the bottle, so.
Yeah, just try. I mean, there's glasses right.
Wait, I mean, it'll sterilize whatever.
Also, there's the Hell House.
Hell House. I guess I thought you said the Hill House.
No, Hell House. It's the Leonard Skinner whiskey. I didn't know it was Leonard Skinner whiskey when I got it, but I saw Hell House and I was like, that's dope. That shit's mighty tasty.
6.
It's
French oak, okay.
Yeah. French oak staves in the barrel. As you can tell, I got that bottle this week, and there's that much out of it. So yeah, I like it a little bit.
Definitely tasty. I'm about to find out.
It's very, very sweet-ish.
Yeah, I can smell like the.
A lot of cherry fruit and
Yeah.
sweet, jammy quality to it. Yeah. Funny story about Maker's Mark. There was this one time I was doing a show at Good Time Charlie's in Tupelo.
Right.
And I decided to wear my big boy pants that day. And I was getting the bartender down there to make me what I called big boy makers and cokes. And it was the tall tea glasses. And it was like 2 double shots Maker's Mark. And then just fill it the rest of the way with Coke with a bunch of ice in it. I was just walking around just pounding those all fucking night. Apparently I drank almost an entire bottle of Maker's at the bar. Like, I woke up at 5. I got to where I was going at 3. I woke up at 5 in the worst fucking pain I've ever been in. Like, it felt like somebody had dropped a cash register on my fucking forehead. Like, I was cussing the bartender in the dark, like, slapping for my phone, trying to find it. Like, dude, it was awful. And from that day on, I was unable to even smell Maker's Mark without gagging.
Oh, yeah.
That's been the first bottle that I've even touched since that, and that was probably fucking 12, 13 years ago. Like,
something like that cinnamon vodka.
That and American honey. I can't do anything honey flavored because I decided to be an idiot one time and go shot for shot with somebody who was on cocaine, and I didn't know this at the time. So I got obscenely drunk, and they were just like not even phased. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was blackout. Like, ugh. Everything but my socks came up that day, and I can't smell any kind of honey flavored anything anymore without going. It's like I threw up to the point where I wanted to die. I was like, I just want it to be over. I can't throw up anymore. Like, I can't throw up anymore. I was laying face down off the edge of the bed with a garbage can underneath my face, just like.
I have fucking been there. I've got a picture I'll show you later.
Fucking dry heaving like a son of a bitch. Oh, never again.
Yeah, nothing in your stomach, bro. You've already puked it up.
Dude, I would not go back to those days. Not at all. That one, it's good. Oh yeah, it's very fiery.
Like, Like not sweet, but
Oh,
more
and it's not as sweet. No, it's very new tasting. Like it's got kind of a. You'll see what I mean when you smell it. It's got like a new.
It doesn't even smell like anything.
Exactly, it has like a new. And the faint smell you do get is like grass and green.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's because it's new. It hasn't been aged very long. It doesn't have the age statement that the others have.
Right.
Like people don't think age makes a difference and think that like flashing whiskey with like staves and shit, just like packing it full of fucking wood and hoping that that flavor absorbs. Well, a lot of people are doing like that vapor shit now where they like pump steam into the barrel and shit, and then it's like, and then you got to redistill it. And I don't know. I've been watching a lot of shit about whiskey here lately. It's become quite the hobby again, if you can't tell.
Yeah, it tastes.
It's got a like very green. It mixes good with like sodas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like ginger ale, it goes good with ginger ale and shit.
What was that one you made me that like, check this out, you're not gonna believe this.
Oh, the fucking
does this
screwball and 7
Yeah.
Up where it tastes like buttered popcorn. Yeah, it was weird as shit. I saw it and I was like, I gotta try it, and I did it. And I was like,
What? Why? How does that? Why?
I don't know how it works, but it doesn't off the jump. It doesn't taste at all like buttered popcorn off the jump. It's the aftertaste, and the aftertaste is solid 110%. It's almost like kettle corn because it's got that little bit of sweet to it, but it's got like the salted, buttery kind of flavor to it. I don't know. It's fucking weird. There was another one. I can't remember what it was. I even looked it up again and I forgot what it was already. There's another one you could do that tastes like fucking chocolate milk or some shit. It's like Sprite and something.
Spice rum and not 7 Up. What's the other one? Not Mountain Dew. See, it'll come to me. It's like Mountain Dew's competitor, but it's not 7 Up. Mellow Yellow.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't even think they make that anymore.
Spice, like the Captain Morgan Spice rum.
No,
or
the Meliola. I don't think they
the Kraken Spice rum and Mellow Yellow, or I mean, I guess you could use.
makes cream soda.
Makes like a cream soda, like a cream, like feels like.
Fucking Kraken rum is so gross. That shit by itself is awful, man. I got a bottle of that shit one time and I was just like, never again. Like, nah, I'm 110% cool on that. Never again. Like, if I drink rum 9 times out of 10, it's going to be Captain Morgan Private Stock.
Oh yeah.
And that's about it. I haven't tried any of the other shit out there. I don't really care to. I wanted to try that Bumbu or whatever, Lil Wayne's rum, because I've heard good shit, a lot of good shit about it. And I've wanted to try the fucking mezcal that Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul make, the dudes from Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They have like it's Dos Hombres. Yeah, it's
Really?
mezcal. Like, and I've heard a lot of good shit about it too.
That'd be really good because like that, I've binged that show more times than I can probably.
It's a really good series. I watched it all the way through once, and I should probably go back and watch it again.
Revisit it. It gets a lot better once you find like you see the beginning and you're like, oh.
There's only
A lot
been
of cues you
one
missed.
show. There's only been one show that I've like watched the entire series multiple times, and it was Californication. Like
That's a good
that one's solid. They're fucking writing on it, even after like going back over time and watching it. Like it's still solidly funny shit, and like has some serious points and some fucked up points. Like it's really good writing.
Everything.
But I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of TV shows here lately. I don't know.
Peaky Blinders.
Nope. Can't do it.
Can't.
Can't do
I
it.
haven't either.
I want to make it like halfway through the
I want-
season and then just stop because I know I'm going to be super fucking pissed. I heard they were going to make a movie too. I heard they were talking about doing like a full length movie about it too.
They should cover the war too, like a lot of the shit that fuck.
I think that's what they were wanting to expand upon the story and shit because they knew there was a lot of shit that didn't get played out in the show that played a lot to the character development, but they just didn't have time for it in the air. That was another show that fucking solid.
Phenomenal.
The first season was slow as fuck, but goddamn after that, dude, it was just fucking
When it
what
kicked off,
the entire time. Like,
the one person getting off on the boat and then coming back. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
dude, like it very well written show about some gangster shit from way, way, way back.
wasn't that the Roaring 20s? No,
It was in the
it was after
1800s too, like into the 1800s, because it was like right before Prohibition or like during Prohibition eras.
But it was after was that World War One? So it was like in the 1920s.
It starts before the war, and then it goes into the war because it shows what goes on before they go to war, and then when they go to war and come back, what they're like, and that's when.
Tommy Shelby, I mean, dude, I feel you, man. You fucked up and you earned that. You know, 'cause he was like one of the diggers, too.
He was one of the people on the Somme, like, which was like one of the bloodiest battles.
Easy. Great show. If you haven't watched it, go watch that one. That's
It's
a double
fucking
recommendation.
8 seasons.
6 seasons.
I thought it was 8.
Well, I mean, handy dandy Google. I'm wanting to say it's only 6 seasons because, like,
How many seasons is Peaky Blinders? 6. You're right.
yeah,
What the fuck was 8 seasons?
Adrian
Californication was 8 seasons. That's probably what I was thinking of.
Adrian Brody killed it. And then, what's his name? Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's like one of my
Yeah.
favorite fucking characters in that show.
Alfie.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Fuck around, man.
there's some shit with that too. Like that whole fucking storyline is like could be expanded upon.
That
It's
could
like
make its own series. Like
Guy Ritchie is making a series about The Gentleman, the movie with Charlie Hunnam and fucking Matthew McConaughey and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making a series for Netflix based off that movie. Yeah, or well, based off Charlie Hunnam's character, dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Mhm.
And there's gonna be a whole Netflix series of that. Also, Skarsgård, Pennywise is gonna be the new Crow.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've heard some rumors about them bringing the Crow back, but
It is. It's already like it's being shot or has been shot. One of the two.
Oh, shit.
Like it's coming out soon.
is it like a remake? Or
I don't fully know. I just know
He's a good actor. I hate for that to be like one of those like.
I mean, that movie's been fucking cursed from day one. The only one to really make it out of that shit unscathed was Edward Furlong, and he doesn't really do shit anymore.
Edward Furlong didn't even make it out of that shit unscathed.
Yeah.
He kind of got.
I mean, it's what I'm saying, but he made it out alive.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't die on set during it. Like, have you ever watched the story about that fucking, like, graphic novel about the guy that made it? Like, that dude's fucked up. Like, he had a lot of super fuck shit happen to him. Like, that story's fucking, oh yeah, like, this dude's legit, like, his life has been fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, I watched a documentary on it one time, and I was just like,
Send that to me because I do like shit like that because like you watch it 1 or 2 times to find out kind of some of the lore behind it a little bit like a micro fragment, and then you hear all the shit.
oh no, this dude got the fucking screws put to him, bro. Like,
Wow.
from birth on, like, dude got fucked from the jump.
You shouldn't have been making a movie in the first place. You should have been locked yourself in a fucking Faraday cage and locked yourself somewhere.
He was in a nut house at one point in time, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I can't remember the full story, and I'm not going to try to go into it. You'll have to watch it. Because it's been a while since I watched it. But I do distinctly remember, like, this guy having a super tragic, like, life story. And then they fucking came to him about the rights to it and shit. I'm pretty sure he got fucked over on the rights to it, too. And, like, they took it and blew it up, and he ended up not seeing a lot of the money out of it and shit. Like,
Damn.
so,
Even God hates this motherfucker.
Tucker Carlson was on the Theo Von podcast.
Really?
Seems like a cool guy. I'm not gonna lie. And he kind of cut the bullshit.
Yeah,
And like was
sure.
kind of joking around and being goofy and like cracking jokes and not like worried about fucking getting
Image.
fired and shit because he's kind of already been fired and now he's just working for himself.
Yeah.
Like he did an interview with Putin too. Like actually went to Russia and sat down with Putin.
How did that turn out?
I didn't watch it. I'm not that big a fan of Tucker Carlson's political views. I could give a fuck less what that dude thinks. He just seemed like a funny guy. Like, he was talking a lot of crazy bullshit. Like, talking about being on bus rides and how he used to have addictions and shit. Now he only does a little bit of cocaine and smokes. Like, oh yeah, he's being fucking retarded, dude. Like, it just fucking autoplay in the background while I was working. Fucking Theo Von's podcast popped up, and it was like Tucker Carlson, and then he had Hulk Hogan. And And then he had Ric Flair on after that. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Theo's blowing up. That dude came a long way from fucking Road Rules back in the day. And what was it, Real World? Like,
Yeah.
he was on both of those shows back in the day, and
Really?
people don't remember that shit. Yeah, he was in fucking season 6, I think, of fucking Road Rules.
My first wife watched
I used to watch the fuck out of it too, because that was back when there wasn't internet hardly. Like, or like in the early days of it at least.
You get when you had get off the phone trying to watch porn.
Fucking dial-up modems and shit take you fucking 3 days to download a song. Like, I used to fucking leave goddamn LimeWire open and run it.
AIDS in the 90s.
And I'm like, dude, leaving that shit open all night running, come back and you'd have one album done after like a day and a half. It's like, god damn, why is this so slow?
It's privileged to have at that point.
Fucking kids today don't know the struggle.
No.
Like, y'all little motherfuckers are spoiled. We used to have to jerk at the magazines if we were lucky. Shampoo
Physical
bottles.
Media. Physical media, yeah.
I had to
dude,
fucking draw titties on the wall with shampoo and shit.
And then everybody wonders, why is the conditioner gone so early?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I like to keep my hair nice and silky smooth. Brenda, you just mind your business.
My pubes look like they have relaxer in them right now.
I got a little Jerry
It's
curl
like
going
straight with a little flip at the end. A fucking Karen haircut on your pubes.
I'd like to speak to the manager.
I
Yeah, how's that for a pickup? I'd like to speak to your manager.
don't have no fucking man.
So Bitcoin ETF inflows hit $50 billion. BlackRock has already acquired like 116,000 Bitcoin in 6 weeks. Yeah.
It's blowing up now.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword though, because the dude that invented Bitcoin always warned about it becoming an investment, because it was always supposed to be decentralized, and now it's becoming like the centralized standard, because everybody thought it's like, oh, it's untraceable. It's like, no, the blockchain is a trace of everywhere it's been.
Yeah.
So that tells you exactly where and how much transactions are. It's like a literal, like a document built in chain of where it's been. Like, it's not, that wasn't the case when it was just an asset that people could acquire. Now you're trying to use the blockchain to build a centralization network off of it, which can help you track all the currency and control all of it.
Well, yeah, you know it's all about control.
Oh, yeah, which is why I'm buying into it. Because, dude, my stock portfolio right now looks like Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Coinbase, and Bitcoin ETFs. That is my stock portfolio right now. Like, I am literally hedging my bets on the end of the fucking world. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
because, I mean,
it's
there ain't nobody trying to do any kind of steering the opposite direction, so.
Might as well invest in the guys you know are going to have a lot of funds.
I mean, I know if we get involved in a war, that Raytheon and Lockheed stock prices are going to go through the fucking roof, because they're our primary contracting companies. Like, what also kind of fucked me up a little bit was the fact that Lockheed Martin also does business with China.
Oh, surprise, surprise. I mean, are you shocked though?
No, not really. I
like
mean, it's all
cheap
it's about the almighty dollar. No, sells to China, not buys from China.
Oh.
Sells to China. Yeah,
Fucks with him.
yeah. We don't need anything China's got other than their fucking titanium and shit. And like, maybe we don't even really need their fucking mineral sources and shit anymore, because we found that big ass lithium deposit in the fucking middle of the desert in Nevada. Yeah, they fucking found a lithium deposit in Nevada that like pales anything else in comparison from what they've said. Like, just the survey of it, there's enough there to fucking build as many batteries as our hearts desire. Like,
Nice.
but they said it's a fucking new multi-billion-dollar mining industry out there, but they're gonna have to strip mine all of it.
That's the bad kind of money, right?
I mean, it's the fucking middle of Nevada desert. Who the fuck's gonna be out there, lizards? There ain't no people out there not to have any goddamn sense. Speaking of out in deserts, there's a fucking lake in Death Valley right now.
A lake in Death
A
Valley?
lake has formed in Death Valley
from
all of the fucking rain that has been going on in California.
Really?
Yeah, they've already replenished the water levels in Lake Mead back to the original levels from before they started and then some. So the water is back up to higher than it was before. And there is a fucking lake in Death Valley right now.
They got their harp center
Like,
installed. I mean,
dude, well, I mean, now it's just like we're back in an El Nino year. We haven't been in a fucking El Nino cycle in a long time, dude. It's been mostly La Nina, so we've been getting like real cold shifts. California's been getting skipped. All the water's been coming from like the Washington area and up around like the Cascadia region. Like all that shit's coming down into like the Midwest, getting broke up by the mountains, and then like forming back again on the other side of the Mississippi and coming this way. Like it's not gonna be like that this year. We're probably gonna have a real arid fucking summer because it's supposed to be fucking 80 degrees Wednesday. Yeah, and then drop back off to 50 and have storms for like a week straight. So it's probably gonna be a wet ass spring. And then it's going to be fucking super hot this summer, guaranteed. Which is why I'm going to be the fuck out of here. And I'm going to try to have a camper and be on the fucking road. So I can go somewhere cooler during these fucking hot months.
if you hear some boom, 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 in like the back, don't worry about it. They need to ride.
Open the door and you're just duct taped to the back of it. Don't mind me! Spitting out bugs. I did it myself.
I did it myself, and I'm really surprised at how good of a job I did.
Gorilla tape, motherfucker.
Dude, I threatened my kids with that shit a lot. Now, when I learned what Gorilla Tape was, I was like, guess what? You want to act like little assholes? I will duct tape you to the wall. I don't know. I've dated some people that I would classify as the worst piece of shit on earth.
Worst inanimate object.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, never mind. I see where you're going with that. Never mind.
We're just gonna skip over that one.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. Also, I heard the European Central Bank said that Bitcoin was worthless and not to be considered an investment. And the first thing I thought to myself was, motherfucker, you have the euro. What exactly makes the euro worth anything? Pray tell. Because you don't have a fucking gold standard either. So
their currency really is.
Your shit tickets really are just shit tickets too. The only reason people believe those shit tickets are worth anything is because they keep believing it and you can keep exchanging it. The only reason anything holds value is because people believe it does. Which is the same reason why my coin store works.
That's why they keep letting the stupid fucking people outbreed the smart people. Then that way their monetary system has value.
I know if I have one more motherfucker tell me that nobody pays MSRP or nobody pays full price when I'm pricing something at the prices that I've seen auctions go for in sold categories and like recent sale prices, because you know they list that shit. I have one more person tell me that it doesn't go for that, I'm gonna reach through the computer and slap the fuck out of somebody. I mean, it just makes me think of fucking the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they just have the book full of names and they're just going through, knocking on doors and beating the fuck out of people.
Are you Pussy Slayer 542?
Yeah, what about it? Motherfucker.
Dude, that movie's eternal. I've seen Jay Muse on somebody's podcast here recently, I want to say.
He got clean and shit.
Yeah, he looks way different.
He's been clean since Zach and Miri and shit. Kevin Smith looks real different too. He's lost a fuck ton of weight. Yeah, he had to open
his own movie, fucking Dogma. No, he was like, he showed up, like, he heard there were going to be churches doing, like,
so he showed up to the boy.
His own sign and shit, and he's like, you got glitter on his sign. He's like, at least I fucking paid attention and actually wanted to make a spectacle. Jesus. I was like, that sounds like some Kevin Smith shit to do, man. That was so funny.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
A private company from either Tennessee or Texas, can't remember which. Private company, though, has landed a lander on the surface of the fucking moon.
We're gonna get their fucking helium.
I mean, it's first come, first serve up there. Whoever
it's
gets
not claimed.
whoever gets it gets
Our
the
flag's
dibs
up there.
first. Well, I mean, we got a flag up there,
So, I mean,
supposedly.
technically, yeah, supposedly we have a flag up there. So,
I mean,
by all right.
if you have a good enough telescope, I'm going to end this whole discussion right now. If you have a good enough telescope, you can see the sight on the surface of the moon with a fucking telescope. They did it. Otherwise, you would not be able to fucking see it up there. Like, there are fucking satellites that orbit the moon that do live feeds. You can see it. Like, legitimately, just because
all that data and still be like,
they don't have shit. They don't have shit. That's why we haven't been back, because all the data got overwritten. Like, they lost all of the moon landing, like all the shit they used to get there. All that shit got overwritten or got filed away and fucking lost and shit. Now, they probably faked the filming of the moon landing, because there's a lot of shit about that that's just like, yeah. But that doesn't negate the fact that there is visible proof that there's shit up there that was put there by us.
Yeah, it wasn't there before.
Yeah, just because they came back and recreated it because they couldn't figure out a way to do it while they were up there.
Yeah, because at the time they were still using film, right? 35? Not 35 millimeter. What kind of film would they be using?
They had to develop a whole special kind, so they say, because of the radiation in the vacuum of space, like it would destroy the film or degrade it or cause it to all be over.
The atmosphere, that amount of radiation.
Well, I mean, just the sunlight in itself would blind out the aperture of the camera. They had to make special cameras and shit. So, like, there's a lot of fucking.
I mean, I'm not saying
we could spend a fucking half a day arguing back and forth and changing fucking sides on it about it, because it's that much bullshit to it. There's so much red tape. I think what we did was we filmed it, or like we faked the filming before we did it, just to like fuck with Russia, and then we actually did it shortly thereafter, just to be like, haha, we weren't fucking around. Like,
yeah, I totally believe. I want to know what they saw up there. Anyways,
I don't. So there's a new State Farm commercial.
Really?
Yeah, it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen this one?
Yes. Oh,
where it like kind of bleeps out where he says neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, did they just make it sound like he said a gamer word in the fucking State Farm commercial?
It went to hard on.
Like, dude, I saw that last night and I looked at the wife and went, wait, what?
What'd you say?
Rewound it, watched it again and went, rewound it again, watched it and was like, what the fuck? Okay, we're there now.
Everybody's just
whatever.
Okay with it at this point. Nobody cares.
Oh, I'm sure there's people that'll care. I'm sure there's plenty of motherfuckers that'll care.
You go find some comment sections.
But I only saw it one time. But that one time I saw it, like, it was enough to make me stop mid-conversation and go,
what did you say?
Did they just bleep out that? Like, get close.
We're testing the waters.
The fact that the black director went, get closer. Like, that was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like,
everybody from Mississippi starts sweating.
I mean, we still catch shit about that to this day. Like, I mean, my family's from Ireland. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
we OG slaves, don't we? Yeah,
We weren't the ones that owned people. We were the ones getting owned.
And then killed and put in massacre. Anyways, look it up.
What is it? Genoveses. No, that's a sandwich meat or something. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to cover tracks and it's not working. So, Sean Petrozzino. This is gonna blow your fucking mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a movie about this man one day. He's a Florida man,
Oh man.
otherwise known as the Armless Armory. This man had no arms or legs.
He was a nugget.
Shot and killed both of his fucking parents. And then got away in a vehicle. Let that simmer for a minute. A man with no arms or legs shot and killed both of his fucking parents and then got away in a fucking car. Had a standoff with police that ended in him killing himself inside the vehicle. How the fuck?
Okay.
What did he use? That man must have been able to bend like a fucking Cheerio.
That fucking pretzel.
All I could think is Bob Oblong. That's all I could fucking think the entire time I heard this story. I was just like, this motherfucker, literally, just like a nub of a person.
Just know he's a nugget. Bro, I swear to God.
Don't call that motherfucker nugget. I can't look at McDonald's ever the same way again.
No, this is a whole topic at work all week. Because someone said, what's clown midget nugget porn? Because I made a joke about the shit that I like. And I said, I like clown midget nugget
That's
porn.
not a joke. Don't lie to these fucking people.
And they said, what's a nugget? I said, I'll show you on next break. And I did. And they're like, oh my God.
HR right now.
No, I'm expecting Monday. It's 6 o'clock for them to call me and be like, hey, we need to come have a talk with you. But if yeah, they watch this, actually, believe it or not.
I don't doubt it.
You guys, you know why I fucking almost lost my shit when he said that.
Going back to what I said, a man with no fucking arms or legs shot and killed both of his fucking parents. You can't call it a firearm.
No.
What the fuck do you shoot him with?
Fire lips.
It's not a woman. It's a dude.
Maybe.
What did he do?
Duct
Tape the gun to his shoulder and like use his tongue?
Yeah, some, what was it?
That motherfucker had to have a light ass trigger. How'd he rack the slide? I have so many fucking questions. Like,
Definitely wasn't not an accomplice there.
no, there wasn't. It was a modified firearm. Also,
Fire tongue.
the fucking signs on the interstate
It's also herpes.
said armed fugitive on the run. The man has no fucking arms or legs.
On the run.
This shit ain't fucking real, dude.
The unknown part was a given, but...
Can you imagine what the fucking cops thought when they got to the vehicle after the standoff and he had killed himself already, and they opened the door and it's like, this is a fucking potato in here.
We get a spud person and a lot of blood.
You mean to tell me we sat here for 6 hours and this motherfucker didn't have any arms?
He was unarmed the whole time.
How the fuck was he driving? How do you steer a steering wheel and control? Is he like leaning into a cane?
Arrest if he's not deceased.
I bet he slithers like a fucking snake.
Do the worm.
That or he just wiggles his hips back and forth really fast and just like...
Well, he don't do shit now. He's dead.
Oh, he did. Weebles. He was a real life Weeble.
He weebled, he wobbled, but he won't fall over.
Oh, he did.
He fell over. Up tipped. He had his last.
Bro, I'm serious. I will make it my fucking life's work. God forbid this shit ever gets marginally successful and we start getting ad revenue, because the first fucking thing I will do is make a movie about this guy. Mark my fucking words. This is on the internet. It stands. 110%. If this shit ever gets any kind of successful and I get any kind of fucking money, I am making a movie about this man, and I don't know who the fuck I'm going to cast to play him.
Somebody with a green screen. That's for sure.
Oh, no.
We're going to find a real...
Eli, you know how to do fucking VFX. I'm looking at you, big dog.
Yeah.
Like, Sean Petrozzino. The fact that they called this man the armless armory.
Armless armory.
I physically fucking can't.
I would have got.
Dude, I fucking laughed so fucking hard. It was just like I was watching a Florida Man compilation of just like the most Florida Man situations.
Oh my god.
There's one dude talking about fucking beating up a cop with a baseball bat because he was driving with both of his front tires just completely shredded on rim in like a Tahoe, like going down the road and shit. Started calling the cop a Nazi and shit, telling him he didn't like the fact that he was bald. He's like, I want to see some hair.
Alright, well, I mean.
Bro, when he said, I want to see some hair, you're too fucking bald, I lost my shit. I was like, this dude don't fucking care at all.
Florida man don't give a fuck, bro. Florida man is.
He pulls off,
I'm convinced it's like a native spirit that travels from Floridian to Floridian.
Motherfucker, I'm from Florida, and I'm not like that.
They ain't hit you good.
No, it's not going to.
He's like, I don't step foot in Mississippi. Them motherfuckers is crazy.
No, Mississippi people, for the most part, are dumb. Florida people are just like a whole new evolutionary chart of what the fuck.
Everything else went this
Two motherfuckers got caught in the closet of a college that was unlocked because they called the cops on them fucking selves because they thought they were locked in the closet for days. Shitting and pissing in the closet for days. Called the cops to come let them out, and the fucking thing was unlocked the entire time. Yeah.
This makes me mad about having to pay taxes.
Their fucking governor eats snack pack puddings with his fingers, for fuck's sake.
I thought you were going to say without anything. Never mind.
Hey, I can eat a snack pack with just my tongue. I ain't gonna lie. That's how I got the wife. She is not ashamed to tell people that, which is incredibly embarrassing. But
in public, especially.
Oh, yeah. Like, not a fucking care at all. Just, like, spout that one off a little louder, why don't you?
Like, you have that couple over there kind of eyeballing it.
Mm-mm. I ain't gonna sit on the duck couch.
That's a neat, like, it was a Facebook Marketplace listing for a couch, slightly cummed on.
Like, legitimately?
Oh, it was legitimate. That shit looked like it had a shower, a bath, soaking, drenching.
It was the casting couch.
Nope, it was like a little shit ass futon for like $30.
It's a midget casting couch. Sorry, dwarf casting couch. Little person casting couch. No, that sounds really bad.
It's starting to sound real skinny in here real quick. Anyways.
You mean that guy that didn't kill himself?
He didn't kill himself. No way. I wasn't even allowed to have a razor to shave with. Fucking, this guy got a whole fucking camera off and anyways.
Where were the guards? They were asleep.
Sure they were.
Both of them?
Yep. They roofied each other after a spear hand job.
That's what it was. He failed at the
clarity.
old choking stroke. Always supposed to have a spotter, bro. You don't want to end up like David Carradine.
Oh, goddamn.
What was that line from the Eminem song where he talks about David Carradine saying I die hard?
It's always about Tom Plaza.
I watched Die Hard the other day and I forgot how good that movie was and
man,
how terrible
really?
it was at the exact same time.
Yeah. I mean, fucking, what was it, 1993?
Old. Fucking Die Hard with a Vengeance will forever be the best one.
Game award.
Yeah. Making him walk through the fucking Bronx of that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, what? Fucking, who is the bad guy in that one? God damn it. Jeremy Irons? Who's the bad guy in Die Hard with a Vengeance? Actor, not the fucking character. You fucking kidding me? the dude's name for shit. Yeah, it's Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
I was right. Huh. I can remember his name. God damn it. That dude's a great actor, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's been in a whole bunch of shit.
Mhm.
I heard they're making a new Highlander movie.
I saw that, but I didn't really like. I saw the sequels and shit. It's fun. Like nothing will ever compare to the original.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the show was pretty good, too. The show was on for a while.
Really
Like, that was like a vast majority of my childhood was watching that shit, even though I probably shouldn't have been. It was on USA at like 4 in the afternoon every weekend.
yeah, was that the one that had, was it the movie or the TV show that had the Queen?
That was the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TV show. Yeah. Masters
Yeah.
of the Universe or
Yeah.
whatever. Fucking. That was a.
Really
It
fucking
probably
good.
hasn't aged well, but
No.
most shit doesn't.
No. Oh man, I saw some stuff from my childhood. And I was like, oh my god, I thought that was so cool. And I looked it up and I was like,
Come to the Candy Mountain, Charlie. Oh God. That one aged very well. That one's still incredibly relevant. Old Greg's still incredibly relevant. Like all the Mighty Boosh shit is still just as funny. Which all the shit that we thought was so stupid that would never last back in the day is all the shit that's standing the test of time now, which makes zero fucking sense.
oh my god, you know how many times my kids have come up to me with something and I'm just like, that was from like Newgrounds era, right? Like, was it
The squirrel
Newgrounds?
goes wee. Dude, Cyanide and Happiness lately, bro,
Ooh, Cyanide and Happiness is
has gotten so fucking dark. Like, I made it about 10 minutes into one of their new compilations the other day and was just like, what the fuck, bro?
Dude, Cyanide and Happiness will always be one of the darkest cartoons on the fucking face of the earth.
Oh,
The darkest funny.
they're real dark now. Like, ugh.
It's kind of built up to this point, and then now it's like, let's just see how many people we can watch.
I finally got into an anime.
You got into an anime.
Yeah, Saturday nights at midnight, there's a new one on Cartoon Network called Ninja Kamui. And holy shit, is it crunk.
Really?
I've only watched one episode of it so far, but that first episode was just like, yo, like
Here's the
modern day Oni mask wearing motherfucker just going ape shit on folks. Like his family gets taken out in the first episode, and now he's on like the trail to hunt the motherfuckers.
Oh,
That,
yeah,
like
or
it,
retribution.
super dope animation style and
Gory?
storyline. Oh fuck, dude,
Nice.
people getting fucked up in so many ways.
The creative ones, you're like, ooh.
Also, another one that I'm going to be checking out, Shogun on FX, has a perfect 100 score on Rotten Tomatoes from all the people that have early reviewed it and said it is so crunk. And I've seen a couple scenes out of just the Red Band trailer,
Yeah.
and bro,
What's
a
that Red Band
motherfucker
trailer?
gets hit with a cannon and liquefies this dude. Like, I'm talking, he just, like a water balloon, like, it was fucking gnarly, dude. Like, motherfucker gets his head lopped off, like,
A slide.
no, just like clean across the neck. Like, dude pulls out his one quick swipe, and dude's head just rolls off mid sentence. Like, yeah, it looks
Shit.
super hype, and it's the dude that played Scorpion in fucking the new Mortal Kombat. That's
Yeah.
like one of the main characters.
Oh shit. Yeah, send this to me in link because
It's on FX. It starts in 2 days, I think. It starts on the 27th.
Okay, so that'll be Monday,
Monday or Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday.
Today's the 24th, so,
Well, technically today is
or well, Sunday.
today's 25th.
Yeah,
You're watching. It'll be, you said the what?
it starts on the 27th. So,
Okay, so it's like Tuesday.
yeah.
I want
But-
everybody to watch that and come back and tell us what you thought. Is that Kirk's book?
Oh, it looks super dope. There's several really good trailers for it, but it's like it's discussing or like capturing the Japanese civil wars amongst the clan families.
Like
Yeah,
feudal-
yeah, feudal Japan.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Speaking of feudal Japan, have you seen like the newbie tagged you in it? And
Yeah.
that whole thing, like he's been talking to me about it for the last couple of weeks, and dude, it's really fucking crunk, like the Stoned Ronin.
What is he doing with it?
Yeah, I think he's gonna make a movie out of it because like he's already got like a lot of the like he sent me a lot of the plot details, character.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he tagged all us.
So no, he sent me all this shit, and it's
He's been
so
writing a lot,
fucking
hasn't he?
crunk.
He's been writing a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, dude, he's gotten to one of his like Van Gogh eras because he's really come out some real fucking bangers.
I mean, I know he was tagging me and all that crazy, like, dropping pins on Google Earth shit. I mean, yeah.
We've looked into that, and a lot of that's like.
I mean, he did find a couple of the spots that I looked at a long time ago that were, like, really fucking weird. Because there's some islands, like, right off the edge of Antarctica that got some really odd-looking shit out there that's just, like...
Natural...
What in the fuck is that?
Yeah,
but then again, which, you gotta look at it this way. They can get satellite imagery and zoom all the way in on you standing in your backyard to see what's on your fucking phone screen, but they can't show us what's over certain places.
Oh, no, they
in detail like that. Like,
unless you have a private satellite, you're not going to see exactly everything that there is.
But, I mean, you would think there would be somebody by now that was, like, enough for everybody else, like... They've done all the rest of the shit, GPS, navigation, all this other bullshit. Like, there can't be somebody come out, motherfucker. Let me ever get fucking that level of money, and everybody gonna know all this shit. Like,
I've seen that.
Fuck some secrets. Like, I'm gonna call bullshit and cap on everything until I find out the fucking truth. Like, because I know goddamn good and well not one of them white-headed motherfuckers in Washington gonna do it. But they damn sure gonna rake out my pocket all day long and then not do their motherfucking job.
Taxes on property, taxes on spending, taxes on money, put back to save.
State tax, property tax, fucking tag tax, fucking
tax,
estate tax, fucking inheritance tax, fucking... They tax the money that you personally... take out of your check that's already been taxed and put into a savings account for later in life. If you have a retirement fund and you contribute to it, you're only allowed to contribute so much a year or they will tax you out the ass. You're only allowed so much money in that account or they will tax you out the ass. And on top of that, they are taxing you again for money they already took taxes out of just because you're saving it for later in life when you can no longer work. Why? Because you can no longer work. And when you start withdrawing that money, they're going to tax it a third fucking time just because you're pulling it out of that account.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to any motherfucker on here that makes less than $50,000 a year, I will kiss your ass.
Anything less than 40,000.
Like, that is the most backwards, retarded shit I have ever heard in my fucking life. But meanwhile, people like Elon Musk can rake in fucking billions of dollars a year and buy companies just because he's tired of motherfuckers tracking his plane flights. And then not pay a fucking penny in taxes. Why? Because he owns practically half the government already because of fucking contracts for SpaceX and Starlink and all this other bullshit that he's made.
For a buddy of mine is a doctor. I saw how much he pays. He pays more in taxes per year than I make in, I think it was 3 years. And I have a good paying job, dude, but like still in 3 years, what he pays in taxes is still more than what I would make.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
but if you make more money than that guy makes in his entire career in a year, how much do you pay in taxes? Not a fucking dime. Why? Because you can line the pockets of any motherfucker that says otherwise. Until you get in some hot shit.
Till people find you out. Yeah, when people find you out, dear cancel culture, please aim higher, go for the Internal Revenue Service.
I mean, the IRS got guns now, apparently.
Fuck them. Come try.
I mean, they ain't gonna fuck me anyway. I don't make enough money.
I damn sure don't make enough money. Dude, I came back, my fucking shed door was open the other day. And it's one of those, you have to close the door, place the latch over it, and then turn the knob.
Did you have anything like stuck through to hold it in place?
I mean, there's nothing worth value out there. It's all fuck anyways. Just a bunch of shit from when my grandmother's alive. But there's a house behind mine that is abandoned, and it has a door that leads into the window, so leads me to believe there's a squatter. Walked out there and tapped on the fucking doors and went, "Wake up! Good morning, Buttercup. It's 6:30 in the morning. If I catch you in my shed, I will fill you full of freedom seeds."
What was funny is I heard the door down there at the duplex slam the other day because I guess I had pulled it shut all the way because it doesn't latch unless you like kind of slam it.
Yeah.
I walked down there and I just had 30 on me, so I was like, I kind of tapped the door open, it swung all the way open. Hooked it and looked around. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and say now, if you're in here, you better walk out with your hands where I can see them. Because if I walk in here and you pop out on me, you are going to have a very bad fucking day.
You and me both are going to have a real long day. Well, mine's going to be a whole lot longer than yours, just let me promise you.
No, it's not.
My day's going to consist of paperwork. Your day's going to consist of getting loaded into a van and taken off somewhere.
Yeah, because it's not going to be just one and done. Like, I'm going to put about 4 towards
click,
you.
Click, until I go click. Yeah.
Yeah, and that duplex is not that big. Like, you ain't got a lot of running distance between me and you, motherfucker, and there's only one exit. Like,
Bro, I was at work the other night, and I was talking about somebody who makes the schedules, who schedules all the overtime. Somebody had put this up on the board and blah blah. Say yes, because he wants to get his black bag.
nah.
I put my hand over my mouth, and he goes, "No, go ahead and say it. You're amongst friends."
Head up with the envelope and send you to Guatemala.
And I said nope, because when I say it out loud, it becomes premeditated, and I do not want that on my record.
That just made it premeditated.
I ain't saying it about nobody. I didn't say any names.
Didn't have.
Don't have to. Doesn't matter.
It's implied, motherfucker.
Well, so
See? And there you go. Premeditated.
There's the
Shut up on your head.
legalese.
Shut up on your head. You're not a fucking lawyer.
I don't know. Fuck all. What's the next?
Oh, I'm out. What you got? My big hoorah was the fucking armless armory. I'm still just flabbergasted. The motherfucker with no arms or legs shot both his parents and escaped in a vehicle.
I mean,
And the cops didn't even get him. Like, he killed himself. Like,
the Las Vegas shooter.
that was fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
I was in Vegas the weekend after that shit happened, and I stayed at the Luxor, which is directly across the street from the fucking...
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that dude was popping shots like that.
No. Oh,
Not
no
a fucking way. Hell no, dude. They would have looked like fucking ants. And there's like shot placements that are like an inch apart. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
And also, how the fuck did he get... I went through fucking, like, hotel security and shit. How the fuck you gonna get that many guns?
Much armament.
That many guns in a fucking Vegas hotel? Ain't no goddamn way. I barely got a... Weed's legal in Vegas, and I barely got a weed pen in that fucking hotel. Like...
If it ain't stuffed up your prison wallet, you ain't gonna get it in
Which, then again, it was the weekend after that happened, so security was probably way tighter then than it had been. But nonetheless, like, the distance...
No.
Dude,
Sheer ballistics
it
on it.
was a fucking clip.
How many people did ballistic analysts on that and, like, came up to the terms that there's no way that he was gonna nail that many consecutive
Close
shots.
grouping shots.
Yeah,
At
close
that,
grouping
even with
accurate shots.
like full auto fire, like you're not gonna
You're definitely
fucking...
not gonna get them full auto.
No, you're not gonna put them like a fucking MOA apart. Like, from like
That
at least a half mile.
Yeah.
If not further with the elevation change. And not to mention, he was on one of the top fucking floors. The wind would be insane. Also, how were alarms not going off immediately as soon as the window was broken?
Yeah. I mean, like,
They didn't even know where the
seconds.
shots were. They didn't know where the shots were coming from until a security guard on the top floor heard them.
Yeah.
Motherfucker,
sure.
you could see plainly the windows that were busted out up there because they had curtains hanging over them.
Yeah.
And dude, it was a long fucking way.
Bro,
Like, I couldn't have made shots like that.
No.
And I put a lot of rounds on paper in downrange.
And you've got your
You've
particular-
watched me fucking one hand to fucking 7.62 at 100 yards and hit a steel that was 5 inches in diameter. Like, not even looking.
Ding.
That shit still fucked me up. Like, I was like, there ain't no fucking way I just did that.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot, dude. We need to do some fucking.
I'm working on getting shit set up down there. I've already got all the targets and steels set up down there.
I work so much. I really wish I could.
I mean, we're fixing to be doing podcasts down there, I guess, because it's not gonna be here anymore.
Yeah. I thought about going to get some ammo.
Trails, dude.
Bro. This ain't a whole lot better, but it's still.
I mean, I don't have to deal with neighbors out there. Like, I have no neighbors. I have plenty of land. Dog be happy to run out.
So I don't shoot the preacher man or his kids or his dog.
I mean, there's a fucking bull, like the one that we got the skull of down there. Like, it's fucking longhorn.
Oh, shit.
Dude, that some bitch got a rack on it, fucking wider than I can spread my arms. Big shaggy motherfucker down there. Like in that backfield, like back past mine. Yeah, you're a big motherfucker out there, bro.
Don't kill me, Angus.
No, I ain't gonna
I'm gonna shoot your anus, but
I ain't gonna be shooting out that way. Like, if I shoot anyway, it's gonna be back down toward that very back pond, because there's a berm back there, and that pond's empty, so it's just all just dirt mound. Not to mention, I'm gonna build up like a log fence behind everything, so you're gonna anything that hits is either gonna get caught by those logs or gonna stop shortly thereafter, because I want to be able to collect it later and just melt down the lid and stuff and recast.
Like either you or you've got a couple things that might punch through some logs, but
the 308 would be
308 would definitely.
The 308 and the AK would be the only thing that I'd worry about hunking shit. Like, everything else is small caliber. Like, because fucking 5.56 and 300 300 blackout's 30 caliber
got that
rounds.
one, the bolt action though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be shooting the 6.5 out there though. No. Like, that's hunting rifle. That's for like. Only way I'd be shooting that thing is if I was taking out something way on the other side of that field across the road. Like,
if you want to fuck the refrigerator on your neighbors.
I mean, even that, the ballistics on that, you can shoot out to like a mile with it, maybe a little more, but you're gonna have to have a fucking hella optic to do that. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it with that shit that I got on there.
Leopold or whatever.
There's a dude. Matter of fact, going back to the fucking people with no limbs thing, there was a guy with no arms that shot a 1.5 or 2 mile shot and set a world record with a fucking 12.7 a while back. I think it was last year he did it, but they were shooting at a goddamn plate that was probably the size of this archway right here.
Bro, if you ain't got no arms and you hit a fucking target, you're still a
the king of the mile shot, like king of the 2 mile and shit like that competition they do every year, where people come out there with all those ungodly, like, huge fucking 50 cal and like 12.7 rifles and shit. They're shooting at a goddamn steel plate that's like 6x6 feet. Yeah, like, it's you can hit something that's 6 foot wide by 6 foot tall at fucking 1.5 miles. Hit something size of a fucking CD at 1.5 miles. That'll impress me. You're hitting the side of a fucking building at 1.5 miles.
Who's that guy on Grant? Was it Grant though?
The dude that was talking about hitting the fucking cam with a 22 at 1,000 yards or some shit.
Yeah, like perfect. We got money.
It can't be done. Not at 1,000 yards. You can get up to like 500, but you ain't gonna hit 1,000.
20. I mean, you have to pray the wind gods.
Even aiming way the fuck up there is like the deviation off. Like,
yeah. Do you have somebody out there with her?
You would have to be a crack fucking shot.
Doing it your whole life from birth.
I mean, basically, Bob Munden level, like the motherfucker that can shoot a styrofoam cup off the back of his fucking hand in like a split second.
The wind speed is 6.7 miles per hour.
I know, speaking of Grand Thumb, they did a video on that fucking AK-109, I think it was. It was the one where the barrel would like cycle back a little bit, and it had like the quick fire shit where it would like bump off 2 rounds.
Fire.
Yeah, dude, that thing was pretty gnarly. AN-98.
Yeah.
Or AN-94.
It's one of the ones on Battlefield 4.
Yeah. Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they fucking did the goddamn bill drill in like a second flat.
Bro, that is one of my maybe top 10 favorites. No, top
That thing
5.
just seems like it would be a motherfucker if it ever
to
fucked up.
maintain. Yeah.
Because it's got that whole like
the barrel
pulley system and shit in it with that piece of chain wire through it. Like, My AK's not even that complicated. Like, the AK is
AK's
like literally pop the dust cover, pull the bolt, and like, you're there.
You see the thing on the last episode where Brandon was like, I've not gone by the AK guy in several years. And then whenever my fight comes up, sure Cody had a hand in this, was the AK guy. Announces that, I'm like, he's like, come on, man, it's my name.
I still think it's funny. He has a complete shot at getting into Congress.
Oh, he's killing it right now.
I mean, you know why? Because he has no desire to do it. He's only doing it to prove a point and unask somebody. That's why he's got a legitimate shot, and that's why people like that need to start doing what he's doing. We need to get people that are going to listen to what we ask of our politicians, not make IVF illegal because they declare embryos people like they just did in Alabama. Yeah, the Alabama Supreme Court just ruled that fucking embryos for IVF are people. No, they're embryos. They're not even fucking fertilized yet, so they're not people.
They're not fertilized.
I mean, that would be the equivalent of saying a puddle of spawn for frogs is frogs.
It's like saying the sock that's next to my bed is capable of rational thinking. No, it's not.
Why did 8 million dead kids cross the road? Because I wore the wrong sock to work today. And on that note, that's going to do it for the N.S.o.S podcast. I'm Lou.
And I'm Jay.
We'll see you next week.